Hey coaches, Coach McKie here and welcome to my channel. This channel is dedicated to the spread offense, and if you enjoy learning about the spread offense or you want to learn about the spread offense, then please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I put something out every Friday or Saturday dealing with the spread offense, and in today's video I'm going to go over how we block our inside zone against the 3-4 front and what we do with our wide receivers. Now if y'all do anything different, please leave a comment below because I'm always wanting to learn how to block this better against an odd man front, because a lot of teams in our region run odd man front and I want to get better at this because the inside zone is probably my favorite run play. Alright coaches, so as you can see I've got a 2x2 drawn up against a 3-4 defense. And what we're going to go over first is how we block against the 3-4 defense when the outside linebackers are worried more about the pass than the run, so they're giving us a 5-man box. Now when our center sees this, he's going to give a call, a box call. He's just going to say box, box, box. He's going to let the quarterback know he's saying box, box, box. And that lets everybody know that, hey, our O-line are blocking these 5 guys. Quarterback, you are reading the linebacker for the pull or the run. So right now I'm just going to go over the blocking scheme. So we're running inside zone to the right. So that means tackle, you are blocking anyone head up to outside. So you've got this in. Right guard, do you have anyone in the B gap? No. Do you have anyone threatening the B gap? No, because this guy is a 5 technique. He's outside shade of the tackle. So in that case, you were going to, and this is where we get a little bit different than most teams, you were going to pick up your right foot, put it down, and then you're going to help this nose. You're not going to block like that. You're going to like that. Because what I want when we face an odd man front is I want to get a push on the nose. Because usually odd man front teams, that nose that we play is a war daddy. He controls the line. So what I want to do is I want to create a triple team. And now I want this guy nose right here though. He's helping out, but his eyes are on this linebacker. This guy, and I'll get to it in a minute, is going to help out with his eyes on this linebacker. So this center, you got someone head up to you, so you're going to block. Now this backside guard, you're going to check. Is there anyone play side A gap? No. Is there anyone backside B gap? No. And since this guy is outside shade, he is not threatening the B gap, then you are going to also help triple team that nose with your eyes on this linebacker. This guard's triple teaming this nose with his eyes on that linebacker. Now since we've given a box call, this backside tackle is base blocking that in. So now the running back, he is going to open, crossover, and he's going to bang it straight up the center's butt, looking to get this cut back. He is not going to bounce it. And since it was a box call, this is who the quarterback is reading. All right, coaches, so now I'm going to talk about what we do with our wide receivers when we run our inside zone. Now, as you can see, I've drawn up when our center gives a box call. And when it gives a box call, we just the quarterback knows that he's 9 times out of 10, he's going to hand the ball off and let the running back run it because we have the numbers. The only time he's not is if he sees this linebacker come into the box, then he's going to throw the ball on our key screen, because remember, all of our runs, if I don't tag anything to it, our standard way we run it is in 2x2 is a key screen. So if this guy sneaks into the box, then the quarterback will pull the ball and throw it. If this guy just hangs around, then the quarterback's just going to hand the ball off, and then he's going to fake a throw. All right, coaches, now we've drawn up our 2x2 against the 3-4 front, and they've spun to a cover 1 or 3, and they're bringing this linebacker off the backside of our zone. And when that happens, we just still run it like we are blocking inside zone against an even man front. So we're going to the right. Right tackle, you've got someone head up to outside, so you will block him. Right guard, do you have anyone in the play side B gap? No. Do you have someone in the play side A gap? Well, yes, it's an odd man front, so what we're going to do is pick up our right foot, put it down, and then we're going to help the center with this nose guard with our eyes on this linebacker. Center, you got someone head up to you, so you are blocking him. Now, this is where it gets different, I guess. This left guard, do you have anyone in your play side A gap? No. Do you have anyone in your play side B gap? Yes. And then what we do here is this right here is like a 3 technique to me. I know it's a 4-eye. It's inside. He is threatening the B gap. So this is where we get our double team. This guard then will pick up his right foot, put it down, and then he is blocking this in with his eyes on this linebacker. This tackle, your rule is, since you didn't get a box call, you clear the B gap. So you clear the B gap. That's where this guy is. This is the double team. So again, I like to create double teams when we run the inside zone because I take after the Chip Kelly philosophy of north-south, two dudes on one guy moving forward, than the Noel Mazzoni way of I just want to move your guy left or right and let my back find the seam. So these two guys will combo up to the linebacker. These two guys will combo up to this linebacker. And now this is your read for the quarterback on whether he pulls it or gives it. And the tailback, just open up, crossover, banging it into the center's butt and working back. All right, coaches. Now, if we know, and this is where game planning comes in, that teams like to spin down and bring a guy from the backside when we run our inside zone to the right, then what we like to do as a team is we like to bring our wide receiver in motion and then use that as a bubble screen. So we would bring him in fast or quick or boy motion, whatever you want to call it, bring him around, and now the quarterback knows two things. One, if this guy backs up, then when he gets the ball, he's going to catch turn and he's going to throw this hitch. We'll take that all day. If not, if this corner is pressed up, we don't let this guy run off because we're not good enough to throw the fade, and we don't want the defense to dictate what throw we throw, so this is dead. So now the quarterback is reading this linebacker. If he just sits there or he runs out to the bubble, then the quarterback hands the ball off and we got a decent play. If this linebacker comes down, then the quarterback will pull the ball and then he will just flip it out there because now we have the numbers. All right, coaches, so now we have our 2x2 drawn up against the 3-4, and now they're going to be bringing a front side pressure with this linebacker, and they're going to spin down the safeties. And when a tackle has someone going play side on the outside and someone on him or a slightly inside, he's going to give a push call, push, push, push. And what that does is it pushes our double teams. So the tackle and the guard now, since guard head up to the tackle head up to outside, nobody, but he's got someone kind of on him, someone outside. So what he's going to do is he's going to help with the end, but his eyes are going to be on this linebacker. This guard, anybody in the play side B gap? Well, yeah, this end to me, and the way we teach it, that's a B gap defender. So you are going to double team him. Now this tackle, once this guy comes and triggers, he's going to come off this double team and he's going to get this guy. And the reason why we do that is I feel as if this guy can bend it all the way inside to make a tackle when this tailback is hitting the C gap, the center's butthole. This dude's a player, and if you're going against a player, that just happens sometimes. But for me, if he's making the tackle, that means the tailback track is wrong, and I'm getting on this guy, not this guy. So since we've pushed it, these two are taken care of. Now, the push call means the center, he's got someone head up to outside, head up him, so he is blocking the nose. The guard doesn't have anybody in the play side A gap, doesn't have anybody in the play side B gap. He knows it's an odd front, so he is going to help the center, but they know since it's a push, it pushes the combo from this linebacker to this linebacker, so they are working this way. Push tells the backside tackle you are securing the B gap, and then you are climbing to the backside linebacker. And now the read is this guy right here. The quarterback knows that. So this is who he reads, and the tailback opens, crossover, and he's banging the center's butt to look to go backside. All right, coaches, and what I like to do with my wide receivers when I know that teams are coming with front side pressure when we run our inside zone is I'd like to still, again, bring this guy in motion, but now I like to put my Y on a snag route. The reason why is now they don't have anybody backside. So the quarterback, we got it blocked up like it should be. Quarterback, you are reading the end. If the end sits there, again, you just hand the ball off and it's a nice gain if it's blocked up right. If the end crashes, now you really put this linebacker in a bind. Does he take the bubble screen? If so, all you got to do is just flip it out there to the Y. Or does he sit there with the Y? Then all you do is once you pull, you just flip it out to the F, and now he's got some room to run. So when I know that teams are coming from the front side, I like to put this little pass route in because it really screws with the defense's reads. Alright coaches, so that's how we block our inside zone against a 3-4. And again, if you do anything different, please leave a comment below. I want to get better at this because like I said, this play is my favorite run play. And again, if you enjoy learning about the spread or you want to learn about the spread, please subscribe. I put something out every Friday or Saturday. And until next week, remember, let's continue to master the spread, score points, and have fun.